بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Minister of Islamic Affairs Dr. Mohamed Ali Said, Professor Muhammad Azmi Omar, the DG of IRTI of IDB, his team Dr. Abadullah, Brother Yahya, participants of this workshop, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the ministry, let me welcome you to this workshop on Zakat law today. I'll also give you a brief introduction of what Zakat is all about. This workshop will discuss the draft Zakat law in front of you, which has been drafted with the assistance of IRTI. The sessions, I believe, include the core basic principles of Zakat, the comparative analysis in different countries of the Zakat law, the Zakat infrastructure, the accountability and governance of Zakat management. Zakat is not just a tax. It is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is an obligation on Muslims. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was apparently the first to institute a statutory zakat system. Umar radiallahu anhu and Uthman apparently continued Abu Bakr's codification of zakats. And later Uthman radiallahu anhu modified the zakat collection protocol. In Muslim countries, it is the state responsibility to collect and distribute zakat. In some countries, it is obligatory to pay zakat, like in Saudi. In other countries, it is regulated by the state, but the contribution is voluntary. In a lot of Middle East countries, Jordan, Bahrain, Kuwait. Of the 57 OIC countries, only about 15 countries apparently provide governmental collection mechanisms for zakat. Zakat is separate from sadaqat. Giving zakat, I believe, is not equal to paying zakat. Because zakat promotes equitable redistribution of wealth in the ummah. There is the prospect of eliminating poverty in Muslim countries through zakat, and this is possible. For example, the zakat surplus from Saudi, Kuwait and UAE in 1988 was apparently equivalent to the amount of foreign Western aid given to 15 Muslim countries. That was in 1988. Apparently, Umar radiallahu anhu, during his time, there was no one in Medina to take zakat because they were well off. Similarly, Yemen at the time had a surplus, and the surplus was sent to Khalifa. In 2012, the Islamic financial analysts estimated that zakat spending exceeded by $200 billion per year, which is equivalent to 15 times the global humanitarian aid contribution. You can imagine the magnitude of the zakat contribution, and this is just a very conservative estimate. To end world poverty requires only $175 billion per year for 20 years. That will end the world poverty. To end the world hunger requires only $30 billion per year. This is the amount. One country last year spent close to $1,000 billion on arms. One country alone. $1,000 billion on arms. Therefore, zakat is the solution. It is the panacea for the Ummah. That is why we need to maximize it. We need to regularize it. We need to make it effective and efficient. For that, we need a comprehensive legal system, because the world is very complex today, very complicated, very sophisticated, and also very demanding. Only through this legal mechanism that we will be able to provide uniformity in collection, distribution of zakat. The standardization of the interpretations and to address complex issues like nisab, value in wealth, commodities, amenities, securities, etc. The legal basis will also define who the recipients are. For example, in Pakistan, 90% of zakat is paid to the poor, whereas in Sudan, 50% is paid to the poor. In Saudi, Kuwait, in UAE, most of the money is sent outside. And also, the legal basis will define how much one should be entitled to zakat. Therefore, the solution for the Ummah is zakat. Therefore, some people have suggested international organization to administer zakat under OIC, to establish the system, because it can then transfer the surplus to poor countries and help the Ummah to come up. This small workshop is a giant step, and we in the Maldives are gearing for this legal basis to have the zakat regularized, and for that I welcome you all participants and the facilitators through the IRT, especially Professor Azmi. Thank you very much, Dr. Badullah. They have been here before and worked on this, and hopefully we will be able to finalize the legal mechanisms. We have close to 20 stakeholders here, including all ministries, agencies, audit firms, law firms, Prosecutor General's office, Auditor General's office, and therefore I don't think we will have any problems finalizing this. So again, let me all welcome you very warmly, and we hope that we will be able to have a very fruitful conclusion to this zakat law today. Once again, welcome you all, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.